Hello, my name is Melissa. I'm from Missy K Nutrition, and today I'm going to make a chicken pot pie soup. It's really warm here today, humid. It's about 90 degrees, but I still am craving soup, so I'm just going to go ahead and make it. The first thing that we're going to do is add our butter to our pot. This is grass-fed butter. It's actually from Costco, the Kirkland brand. You want to get grass-fed butter or grass-fed beef, anything from a cow like butter or milk. You want to get grass-fed because it's going to be more nutritious. Studies have shown there to be less bacteria in it that may cause food poisoning. So it's really important for you to get the grass-fed, preferably grass-finished also, beef or butter. Next, what we're going to do is slice our carrots and our celery and chop our onion. If you don't have one of these, you definitely need to get one. It makes your life so much easier. So what I'm going to do is the onion right in this thing. Let's start the stove. It's so easy. I saw online that people made actually a whole salad in here, a chopped salad. They just put everything on this thing and chopped it and then opened it up and ate it right out of the container. Genius. So here we have all of our onions nicely chopped. I'm going to add those to the pot. I'm going to slice our carrots and our celery. We're going to add those to the pot as well. Here we're going to chop our celery. I like to use the middle part of the celery with all the leaves. I just think the leaves it's such a great flavor, and a lot of people throw them out. Definitely use the leaves. This soup is so comforting. It reminds me of just cozy days. And like I said, I know it's hot out today outside, but I love it any time of year. You could use at Thanksgiving, if you wanted to make this, you could use leftover turkey. I'm going to use chicken breast, but you could also use a rotisserie chicken, and that would make it a lot quicker. This is probably my favorite soup recipe that I make. And finally, we have 2 russet potatoes that I'm just going to cube. Add in. I think the recipe that I originally used a long time ago called for 1 potato, but I like the potatoes. Don't be afraid of carbs like potatoes. Carbs are our brain and body's main source of fuel. So whenever you eat carbs, you want to try to eat complex carbs, ones that have fiber. But you also want to pair it with a healthy fat and a protein. In this case, we have both. We're going to have bone broth in here. That's going to provide us with some healthy fats as well as the butter. We're going to have some organic half and half or cream. And that's going to provide us with some fat. And then, of course, the chicken and the bone broth with protein. Okay, we're just going to cook this until the onions are soft. The butter has melted. We got our carrots, celery, onion, and potato in here. I wish you guys could smell this. Once the onions are soft, we're going to go ahead and add our bone broth. I'm using Kettle and Fire. This is my favorite brand of bone broth. Bone broth is amazing because 1 cup has 10 grams of protein. So on top of the chicken that we're going to put in here, we're also getting protein from the broth. And bone broth has a lot of collagen, and that's going to soothe your gut. And studies have shown that it can help with gut dysbiosis and just repair your gut. So let's go ahead and add that in. I added about 8 cups of the bone broth, and now I'm going to add my chicken I'm going to cook the chicken breast right in the liquid. Normally you want to get pasture raised chickens because the chickens have access to the outdoors, more space in the outdoors. They get to eat on worms and bugs and grass, and therefore the meat will be more nutritious. I couldn't find pasture raised at my store, so I did get organic, which is probably the second best thing. So I'm going to add this right to my liquid. Another thing about chicken, I took a food safety class. Some people think that they want to wash their chicken to get any like bacteria or anything off of it. Studies have shown that that actually spreads the germs more, so you really don't want to wash your chicken before you use it. I'm going to let this come to a boil. I'm going to cover it and let it simmer for 20 to 30 minutes. It's been about 20 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and take the chicken out. We're going to let it cool, and then I'm going to shred it. Now we're going to add fresh sage. I'm just going to kind of bunch it up, roll it up, and then slice it. I'm going to add this to the pot. Then I'm going to add some dried herbs. We have thyme leaves. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon. And then ground sage, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of that. And we're going to add some salt and pepper. Give that a stir. One trick that you can use to shred your chicken when it's hot so you don't have to touch it is by using a mixer. This will very easily shred your chicken for you. Okay, now we have our chicken all shredded. We're going to go ahead and add it to the pot. And we're going to heat this all through. Smells so good, you guys. Oh my gosh, I wish you could smell it. Definitely smells like chicken pot pie. The last thing is we just stirred in 2 cups of heavy cream. You can also use half and half. And this is what it looks like. So good. Okay, here's the final product. Let's give it a try. So good. Creamy. Tastes like pot pie. So comforting. It would be great with a crusty piece of bread and a salad.